Hi guys, this is going to be your forecast for the sign of Virgo. So I've already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down. We're going to flip them over together, see what's going on with the next week or two, okay? Before I start, I just want to say if you guys do press the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Helps my videos circulate a bit better, so it really helps me out. That being said, the first card for you Virgo is the Hierophant, upside down, coupled with the oracle card of the treasure chest, upside down. Oh no. Okay, so this message is kind of like, it's a little bit about, obviously, like, not getting the money. The money is upside, where we don't have the money, or there's an issue with finances here, and it has to do with someone who's above you in like a bad way, someone who has power over you financially. This could be like a boss, like somebody who decides whether or not, you get that promotion. Well, in this case, the message is more like saying, like, we're still trying to get it. We haven't gotten it yet. I don't think this is a promotion. This is more like strictly financial. This could be like someone who decides, like, if you get the loan or not. I gotta really keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So to one side of the situation, the World card with the princess upside down. The princess with the World card upside down. So the World card upside down is like there's a lack of. It's just not the right time. It's not the right time and place. The timing is off. The time and place are off, essentially, okay? But it's like also combined with that, our expectations are also off. So, or rather, the situation needs time to mature before any new opportunities can arise. So, like, it's like doors are pretty much closed until the situation can mature. This could also be talking just about expectations too on someone's part who does have immature expectations, kind of like naive expectations here. Hold on, I gotta light this again. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. To the other side of the situation, the Page of Cups upside down with the Manticore upside down. All right, so now I've got the Page here. And I've got the Princess. These are like really immature cards here. And then I've got somebody who is like the father, right? The Hierophant. Well, maybe not the father, more like the teacher, the doctor. But it can be, I guess the Hierophant could be the father too. Because he's like the disciplinary, the one who establishes, especially if you're very traditional, that could have represent the Hierophant. It comes in like very traditional values, right? That's the Hierophant. But that's upside down. Going back to the very beginning here. I'm going to put this together. Hold on. Stay with me. So the Page is upside down. That is like a bit dishonest. It's kind of like, it could be either dishonest or an immature outpouring to someone. Especially because we have the Manticore here. So I feel like someone is kind of like a little bit immature, expecting too much, okay? This could be you, Virgo, or this could be you, right? You could be the mature person who has control of the finances here, and you're dealing with a person who is immature, expects too much, and in this case is also kind of annoying about their needs. They're very emotional about their needs, but like in like an immature way, like it's like you haven't even thought really out what you want, but you're spouting it to someone, right? You haven't even thought it out clearly to yourself, but you're already asking for it. It's not, in this case, it's not dishonesty, it's just like immature. Again, it's like that immature about your feelings, immature about your reaction here too, the Manticore upside down. So it's like kind of like someone being kind of like a little bit of a nag, a little bit of like, how do I say this? A drama queen, like a bit of a diva here. Someone's being a diva. And the original person we're talking about here is like, nope, there's like an authoritative energy that says, nope, you're just being a diva. And so let's look in the background here. I've got two cards here for what's going on in the background. And I have a Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is upside down. I think the Queen of Pentacles goes right hand in hand with this Hierophant. So the Queen of Pentacles is like kind of fed up, honestly. The person who normally tries to stay out of the situation is getting fed up. Is the queen... I'm trying to figure out who this queen is here now. Is the queen the princess? Because she is upside down, so I'm trying to figure that out. Is the queen the princess? I'm going to have to figure that one out in a sec. Let's look at the final cards. These two cards are really going to tell me where this message is going anyway. So let's look. The last card I have is the Ace of Pentacles upside down. That's a lack of a new opportunity, a lack of anything new on the financial level or, you know, on the earthly level. Coupled with the 9. Again, it's like it doesn't match up with our expectations. The 9 is thought, and this is like what we wanted, what we expected, what we planned is not matching up with what we have, what is being offered, what's on the table. And we did expect some sort of new opportunity here, but it may have been ill-conceived. It may have been a naive, like a premature expectation. And the fact that we're kind of like being bothersome about this immature expectation is really bugging some people here, okay? And it's like also, I think it's bugging the people who are in charge, the people who are above you. This, of course, could be you, Virgo, the person who's above this other person. Could be vice versa. Okay, let's go back to the beginning because I want to really clarify these and get a little bit more information. Specifically on this, I'm going to start right at the beginning. This is interesting to me because the Hierophant is upside down. So this is either like someone's being overly traditional or someone is, there's a lack of following the rules here. I don't know which one it is. Let's see what comes out in the Oracle cards. Tell me about the Hierophant upside down. It's like a distortion of the Hierophant energy, okay? So let's see what comes out. Okay. So I have Aquarius. So this is like... This is not, whatever's going on is definitely not to the liking of the person who's in charge, who is, I think, really actually has a traditional mindset on what is the right thing to do with regards to everyone. It's like, I'm extremely rigid. This person's extremely rigid because they think it just is the right thing to do, because they're kind of like a by-the-book person. So they're extremely rigid with regards to finances. They're a very by-the-book person, and it's really because they feel like that's the correct thing to do because either, you know, they just have to consider everyone involved, and so they're super stingy with the finances, or just because that's how they were raised to be very traditional, very by-the-book. The Ship here, though. I feel like they are... they're of a different generation. Like, there's a generational gap here. This person who's in charge is probably, like, much older, and they have a totally different way of looking at things than... It's like, what they think is correct is outdated. It's, like, of the past. It's from a distant time. Okay, distant here with the Ship upside down. And thus, the conflict with the new people here, okay... if this is your work, this is definitely like the person who's in charge versus the people who are beneath him or the people who are underneath him on some level, right? And it's like young versus old. I'm definitely getting that here. I want to check out this queen and find out who she is in a second, but I'm going to do these one by one. So let's look at... Where it is. Let's look at the World upside down with the Princess right side up. Tell me about the Princess, the World upside down. The Nut. It's like we expected something new to happen. It's like, again, it's like, it's the same as this Ace of Pentacles energy, right? The Nut. It's like, it's the seed. The nut, whatever you want to call it. But we haven't gotten a new opportunity. If this is like in the workplace, right, then it's like you wanted to get the new, maybe there's like a new position opening. Maybe it's a brand new position, right? Because we got the Nut and the Ace of Pentacles, brand new. Could even be like a whole new position that's just been created, but it's not happening. Or it was promised and it never happened. Or we thought it was going to happen and it never happened. I don't think it was promised, actually. I think it was just we thought it was going to happen. Our expectation was that it would happen. It hasn't happened. Okay. Yeah, and it's like a position thing. So I'm definitely getting like a promotion or like a new position with the throne upside down here. It could even be... I wonder if it's a demotion. No, I don't see a demotion here. I just feel like we expected to get something new that we didn't get. Alright, so let's look here at the page upside down. This is like the poorly thought out kind of expression of our feelings that's sort of like a little bit unfiltered and kind of ends up being hard to swallow because it's like an unfiltered expression of immature emotion. Goes right along here with this princess. Princess and the page. Someone here is pretty mature. Alright, tell me about the Page of Cups. This is you, Virgo, then hey, you got some growing up to do, no offense. If this is not you, then that's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody who's just immature. Hey, whatever. Everybody, it's like, it doesn't matter if you're young, then, people age at different, it's like immaturity isn't necessarily associated with age, right? People mature at different rates, so you could actually be young and be more mature than someone who's old, but in general, the curve hopefully goes in that direction. I don't know if that's true anymore, but we'll see. Alright, the Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Okay, so it's like, this is definitely saying the bridge upside down. I haven't gotten the opportunity. So it's like, I thought I'd be given a new opportunity, and this is me whining about no new opportunity, no bridge, okay? I haven't gotten the bridge isn't down. It's like, either the position didn't even become available, or you weren't allowed to apply for it, or if this isn't about work, or just some project you're trying to get off the ground, it's like the opportunity has not opened itself up, and you're kind of being a nag about it, or this person's being a nag about it, because it's like, yeah, it's like, why can't I do this yet? Why isn't this available? Or why isn't there like a method? It's like if you were trying to like get something specific from a store and that store hasn't opened, it's like the only store you can get it, that sort of a thing. But I'm really getting a Pentacles vibe here. I'm getting a hierarchy vibe, so this really feels like work and career related. Alright, so let's keep going and let's take a look at the Queen here. I'm very interested to know who this Queen is, who's kind of popping off. So this person almost feels like this person, but it's the Queen. So I'm like, I feel like this is a different person who's getting, I feel like this is the person who's getting fed up by the page / princess. Okay, I'm going to call it the Page / Princess. And then the Hierophant / Queen of Pentacles. That's who I think we're dealing with here. It's like the authoritative powers versus the people underneath. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles is you. All right. So Virgo, I think that you are this Hierophant here. I think you might be the by the book person. You might be the one who has to deal. You might be the one who has to deal with people who are being immature. But also you should consider that, like I was getting before, you might be operating from a vantage point where you're trying to be so magnanimous, where you're trying to make like everybody, you're trying to be so fair, right? You're trying to make everybody get what they deserve. You're trying to be a fair person, that you're clinging onto that so much that maybe it is too traditional, because the Hierophant's upside down. So it's like we can try to be the best we can, but at some point you do have to revise your strategy. Things kind of decay over time, right? So like if you're a by the book person, that's fine, but consider how the age of your book, and then consider if maybe it's time to get a new edition of that book, right? And that can be where the clash is happening between the young and the old. So if you're in the boat, if you're in the authoritative boat here, then I would say you need to be more flexible. And if you're in the young person boat, the person who's beneath, then I would say the message is like, you need to lower your expectations. Could be either one for you, Virgo. But I think you're the person here who's the by the book person. But like I said, it could be just the majority of you could be that. Alright, so let's take a look at let's take a look at this final card, the Ace of Pentacles with the 9. This is like really overthinking. This is like being in our head. It's all about the mindset here regarding this opportunity that's not available. It's like we're really honing in on what we don't have. We're really honing in on this thing that hasn't been offered, to the exclusivity of almost to other things. Let's see. What else? Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so a couple things. You're better off changing your expectation because this is not going to happen, okay? Things are, the 4, it's like stability. That is to say, things are going to stay the same. It's like a cube, right? It doesn't move, it's hard to alter the shape of it, right? It's very sturdy. That's the 4. The square 4 sides, it's like stability. So things are going to stay the same, like the 4 of Swords, right? With the door upside down, it's like, still, we're going to continue with the same sort of energy. The door upside down, the world upside down, same sort of energy. What did I say about closed doors? It's like, that's going to continue. So this is what this is saying. It's like the Ace of Pentacles, that's going to continue. There isn't, if this is a workplace, there isn't much room for growth here. So don't expect growth. Don't expect there to be. Change your expectation because it's not going to happen. You're just bugging the people around you, or vice versa. Yeah, you're just going to, basically, it's going to, if you keep expecting and not getting it, you're just going to make yourself more upset, and just change your expectation right now because it's just not going to happen. This isn't going to happen. So just relax about it. Like, focus on something else, you know? Get a different goal. Let's see. Anything else that, well, let's see. Take this back. Okay. Alright, let's draw some advice here. Let's draw some advice for you. So I feel like I've given you advice based on these cards, but let's see if we can get, this can actually just be general advice too. Doesn't have to pertain to the reading, so can I get some general advice from my Virgos? General advice from my Virgos, please. General advice, please, from my Virgos. Ah. Alright. Okay, so the card that popped off was the Queen of Wands. And I'm going to pull one more card because I'm feeling it. With the Two of Cups upside down. This is a clear message, okay? So if it seems like there's a clash between two parties here, whichever side you're on, it doesn't matter. It's like, focus on yourself. This is literally the message. Focus on yourself. That's it. That's the message. Focus on yourself. Let's see here. What comes out for an oracle card? It's like, really, don't have an expectation that's based on someone else. So it's like, if part of the reason is that you're thinking that you expect to have gotten this and you didn't because you saw someone else get it, wipe that away from your mind, because everyone's journey is different, and that's not really based on that's not a reflection on you. That, in fact, someone else's journey may have nothing to do with you. Probably has nothing to do with you. Anything else? The arrow forward. Yeah. So just continue what you're doing. Continue what you're doing, even if it's like irritating, annoying, or if on either side, like if you're the one being annoyed, or if you're the one being annoying because you can't let it go and you keep just spouting off these expectations that are unrealistic to people. It's like, worry about yourself. Like, you don't need to focus on that, and just move on. Anything else? I only got one more card. Anything else? I feel like we can use one more card. Wow, and then Aquarius came out again. So it's like, it's in everyone's best interest here. Aquarius, like, it's like everything is sort of like as best, best as it can be at the moment, I feel. It's kind of best that there are no major changes at the moment. It's like you may feel like you deserve something, but right now, it's like it's kind of best for everyone for things to stay the way they are, and that's the thinking behind the person who's in charge. Okay, so that's your reading, Virgo. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a great couple of weeks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Take care.